I'm glad to see you in my studio.
Yeah, me too. And thank you for having me. It's amazing.
And glad to meet you in live because I've seen a lot of your works before, like gallery works or outside works. And I wanted to, as an artist, I was interested to just speaking and asking you some questions like artists. Let's get maybe a bit earlier. How did you? I've seen your works on paper also with layers. Did the walls come from it, or the paper came from the knocking down the walls? What was first?
It's a process. It was a process. I was doing graffiti a lot when I was growing up, and one day I just really wanted to push it even further than just doing graffiti and spreading your name. And I started to realize that everyone was adding on walls, and when I was like, why everyone is adding, why you don't go on a wall and you, instead of adding, you extract and you paint with what's inside the wall. And that's how kind of came the idea. And then I started to realize that the walls are not just walls; they are places where layers accumulate, and usually it's the layers of the city you live in that are kind of condensed in the walls. So in a way, it's kind of he absorbs the differences and the changes that are going through the city. So in a way, it works almost like as a portal to go back in time and go because of the layers that accumulate on every wall, basically. Especially in Lisbon, where I grew up, you had a lot of influence from stuff in the public space, from tiles to the Middle East movement we had in Revolution in '74, which was very influenced by the Soviet Union at the time. And then by the end of the '80s, you had a big boom in advertising, so you would have the two kind of languages in the same streets. And then the advertising took all the space in the city, and then graffiti started to show up in the '90s, and then Conceal started to paint everything white, and then more graffiti, more advertising. So it's the city actually was, getting fatter with all this layering, and I kind of like to desiccate and to go back in time and work with this kind of archaeologists kind of process.
Research.
That then it links it as well with the portraits of people that we do, usually on different from that same city, and it's a reflection on the impact of all these changes that happen in the city on us as humans, and that's kind of the theme of the whole work that I've been doing.
And at what point did you go further to this complicity of like blowing up the walls, and how?
It was a follow-up of the whole idea of revealing and exposing these layers of time on walls by kind of creating a metaphor for how sometimes you just need a crisis or a huge event or sometimes just a small thing that happens and suddenly you go back in time and the history repeats itself. Because the layers of the walls that were there, sometimes you have just a small thing, and it just becomes, it just brings to the present. So it's kind of this idea of how recurrent the layers that are on every wall, they come to the present sometimes, as a cycle.
And can you tell what you're doing in Moscow? So this is you're now, as I understand, making a second
a second wall,
a second wall, and this is a project with Hennessy. And can you tell about this? What is it?
It's a project I got inspired again on a figure with Mayakovsky, that is someone that was very interesting to read about, and I wanted to do a homage to his work, and it's part of a bigger project that I'm working with Hennessy, where we are going to different cities. And here I wanted to go with someone that really pushed the thought forward, and it was incredible to read about his history, the relevance that he had, and also his reflections on the city and the condition of the human in the city. So it's very connected to my work as well. But even if it's from a different time, you know, all these people in the end, they will create kind of hopefully a selection of people that are very active locally and that they have a very strong impact in their communities by the commitments that they have with their art and with the commitment to give back as well.
So Moscow is part of this project?
Yes.
So it's a big, is it, those projects are also connected with Hennessy?
Yeah, because this Hennessy, I worked on a special edition on the bottle that I designed a label that was inspired by my artworks. It's part of the program, the street art program that
I
they have.
already have it.
Yeah, good. It's the fourth city, but it will have a central position. I think because at the end it will create. I'm going to create a full mural with different cities as well.
Well.
They're all going to connect these murals.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you. I think I have this,
Hope to see you again.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank
It's
you
a
very much.
pleasure.
Yes.
Super nice.